everyone, and welcome back to Warframe Weapon Builds. I don't know why I keep calling it Weapon Builds, probably because we are doing weapons, technically, for right now. But we will be going into the others as we go. Now, just need to gather enough resources for it. Anyway, but today we're going to be looking at the Buzlok. Just the Buzlok, because unfortunately, this is actually one of the weapons in this game that thus far, and the first one we've done this far, that does not have a stronger variant. The Buzlok, a Grineer weapon from the looks of it. I have a skin on it, the Day of the Dead skin, that actually should be coming out again later on this incoming month of October. So, happy Halloween to all of you, early. So, on that note, we're going to continue. The Buzlok does not come with any polarities. As a result, this is going to be a 7-form build. Now, it is a crit-based weapon. You can turn it potentially into a status weapon, but we're not going to capitalize on it. We're always going to capitalize on its strongest points and make them stronger. Because one of the best things you really should be doing in this game is that you always need to capitalize, buff, and make stronger of what its already strong points is.
There's a time-limited mission alert.
Piss
available.
off.
Check navigation.
Yeah, I'll do that later. Okay, so, right off the bat. Okay, so a few things to note. This is a automatic rifle. Its attack speed is not the grandest, but its reload is not the grandest either. But its magazine is glorious. However, how I've had this thing built. Let me actually go to the correct build of such of a thing that we are doing at the current moment. Where are you? Buzlok builder, where the hell are you? There you are. Okay, so two things to note with this is that A, this is an automatic rifle. I know it says semi-automatic, but you can literally just hold it down and it will fire automatically. At least for me, it does. And crit-based weapon will be capitalizing on its crit. Now the beacon is it's a target tracker. Tracker. Thank you. Target tracker. It is a target tracker that when you fire it as a alternate fire, it lands on a target. And this only works if you actually land it and it hits an enemy. So once it lands and hits an enemy, all other normal shots, okay, primary, will be, no matter whether you, like, say if you hit a target on, say, this, and you fire all the way over here, all those bullets are going to be attracted right back to where you landed it. So the best way to use this gun is aim it. Aim it right at their head, so that not only does your every shot go to their head, but in addition to it being a target tracker, okay, a little beacon for all the other shots to go to, it also gives a 50% crit chance bonus upon the target that you have tagged. Okay, right now we have a 37% increase. If we tag an enemy, all bullets is going to have a 87% chance increase to that target and that target alone, and the beacon will remain active maybe for the rest of the clip, maybe about 5 to 10 seconds. I'm not really sure on how long it lasts. But one of the other things is that it will last until the target is dead. Then you'll have to tag a new one. So, without further ado, we will continue with our build. I do not, as always, do Riven builds, or Rivens into this build, as they are extremely random. Now, if you were to get a Riven for this mod, if I could English worth a damn, that would be glorious. Now, if you were to obtain a Riven for this gun, you would look for damage, critical damage. Okay, I wouldn't worry so much about critical chance, as, like I said before, the tracker gives a 50% bonus of the critical chance to targeted and tracked enemies. It'll just remain as it is right here, okay, to any other target. But for a Riven, you're looking for damage, you're looking for puncture damage. Okay, it doesn't do Either puncture damage or impact damage, mainly one of the two. Critical damage, damage itself, okay, and if it decreased the magazine, it wouldn't exactly be a bad thing. If it decreased the zoom or the accuracy, that wouldn't affect it either, because accuracy, you could literally have the worst accuracy in the game, and with the tracker, all your shots are going to go right to its thing. Regardless, reload, primarily, here's the things you're going to be looking for in this is A, damage, B, critical multiplier, C, impact damage. But the other two would be good for this is Lotus, shut the hell up, thank you.
Navigation is marked with new invasions.
Piss off. Okay. The others would be magazine, fire rate, or reload. Okay. And a good negative for this would be accuracy, or status, okay, or even a zoom. If you can get a negative one of those are good. Now, onto the build itself. Like I said before, it does not have any polarities with it, so this is a 7 form of build. Moderately good gun. We'll test out here in just a second. Serration R10 mod, 165 bonus damage in general. I particularly call this mandatory in every single thing that you use. Okay, this just boosts it up. You can literally take this gun that originally by itself with no mods kills barely level 20s. With this mod on it, easily nukes level 60s. Normals, okay. Heavy caliber, corrupted mod, get it from the Delaric Vaults. Lowers the accuracy, but on this gun with a tracker, doesn't do shit. More damage, always mandatory. Split chamber with a tracker, just even more damage, mandatory. Primed cryo mods. Rounds. Fuck. You can always use the normal one, but, you know, we might as well use the status, and it's multiplied more because of the split chamber. We're going to have that out there. We're going to have a little bit of mix-up on the damage. We're going to have some point strike, so that way we can get some critical chance on there. So that way when you do not use the tracker or forget to use the tracker, you'll at least have some kind of backup. Vital sense, mandatory, because with the tracker giving a 50% bonus on the chance, and with this on it, that's just hell in a ham sack. Two more two more elemental mods. Of course, you can always switch these out. You could like put a Stormbringer in one of these, or like rearrange them to where, because like before, this is viral. This is another thing. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be testing it out on one really tough enemy from all three of the different factions, Corpus, Infested, and Grenier. But different elements affect different factions differently. Viral, it'll destroy Infested, but doesn't do tits against, like, Grenier. Okay? Flip it back over. You got toxin damage, and you got blast damage. Toxin damage is good against Infested. Blast damage does wonders against Corpus, but neither one does really good against Grenier. Now, because of this being the polarity of a dash, we switched one of these two out for a boop magnetic. Beautiful on Corpus. Well, you cheeky shit. Maybe I'm wrong. Come on, I'm trying to get radiation here. Where's radiation? Anyway, you can get different combinations depending on where your placement of mods are. Okay, I for some reason can't seem to get fucking radiation, which is wonderful against what the fuck is it called? Grenier. Thank you. But anyway, yeah. So these are always viable. If you were to get a Riven mod, you could easily switch it out for one of the two elemental mods. Keep the polarity, and you can switch it out with any of the other three, because there's 4 base elemental mods. The fire one, the electricity one, the infested one, or the toxin one, excuse me, and the ice one. Now the ice one is the only one that has a different polarity. All the others are dashes. That's the only one that's a D. So, on that further ado, or note, rather, we're going to go check this thing out and see what it can do. Tracker and all. Okay. So, always use this. Beautiful. So this is how it fires. This is the zoom. That's how fast it fires. Its reload is technically 3 seconds, unfortunately. But given the fact that it's potential damage, I think it's wonderful. So, right off the bat, we're going to go to Grenier. We're going to go to Arid Butcher Eximus. We'll do 1. We'll do the settings. If I could actually click with a damn. Let's try 50. Right off the bat, exit and simulate. We're going to go with the tracker. See how the bullets always go to where it's marked. And the best way to capitalize on this gun is you always hit the tracker on their head. And then you can shoot wherever the hell else you'd like. Okay? Then it'll just go wherever else. I hit the wrong damn one. Kill enemies. Thank you. Give me this. Let's try 150. Thank you. And do a simulate. And let's try that again. Did we not hit simulate? Ooh, I did not mean to do that. Ah, damn it. I missed. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, we didn't hit its head. Okay? The reason why I always say hit the head is because you got the headshot multiplier, you got your damage multiplier, or your critical multiplier. Okay, which is basically how much damage your crit will do. Okay, for those who actually don't know the difference between critical multiplier and critical chance is that, well, first of all, a critical hit is, say your normal damage per shot does 100, and you get a critical, which will do more bonus damage than the actual shot itself. So let's say its multiplier will actually show how much damage your critical actually does. Okay? A crit will do more damage than your average shot. The chance of it is how much of a chance it has of happening when it hits. The multiplier is how much bonus damage it'll actually do. Say multiplier is 5.5. Okay? That critical is going to do 5.5 times more damage than the average shot. You see what I'm saying here? So instantly this thing annihilates level 150 Butcher Eximuses. Let's try an Ancient at level 150. This is also an Eximus. Tag the son of a bitch. I always try and go for the head. There we go. Oh, it lasts for 20 seconds. Okay, this thing just annihilates. Annihilates. And because we got almost all crits, because the headshot multiplier and Ancients are a bitch to get it. Infested is a bitch in general to try and get a headshot on. But 150 Ancient Healer Eximuses just get absolutely ass wrangled. So let's try a Corpus Tech Eximus at level 150. That. Beautiful. Only half a clip and it takes out one of the strongest units in the Corpus division. Beautiful. And this is without my Rhino Roar, which actually amplifies damage even further. So let's try a Heavy Gunner. I have Arid Heavy Gunner. Is this an Eximus? No, that's an Eximus. Actually, no, let's just do a normal one at level 150 this time. These are all 150. Okay. Tag. Ah, damn it. Tag you. Oh, wow. You're... Okay, this is going to take some time. Let's try a Rhino Roar. Ow, what the fuck? Okay. That happened, apparently. This. Kill the enemies. Let's try that again. And this time... Okay, almost an entire clip with my Rhino Roar, with a tag shot to the head. So without it, it's going to take about 2.5 clips. With it, it's going to take almost 1 clip, as long as you get the tag shot on their head and they don't have a shield. So, 150s with the Rhino Roar does really good. Now we're actually going to tone this down a bit, doing one. We're going to do settings. We're going to tone it down to a level 100. Call that good. Simulate. And we're going to call that a day. Damn it. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so it takes 1.5 clip without the Rhino Roar for a level 100 eximus heavy gunner. Okay. We'll try that again. But this time we'll try our Rhino Roar with it. We gotta tag the bitch. Break the damn shield first of all. Use this. Barely half a clip. Not even half a clip for a Rhino Roar on a level 100. So let's try that again, but this time we're going to do a level 150. So far, I think this is one of the strongest guns, if not the strongest gun, that we've done a build on so far, ladies and gentlemen. The only other gun that I think that we've done that did this much damage was the Bolter Prime. I always dare say, and I need energy, so pardon me for 1 quick second. What? Fuck. Ah! I fell. Excuse me. Let's try that again. We missed. Oh, I tagged it. Yeah, let's try that again. And we'll do kill enemies and then simulate again. Reload the gun. Break the damn shield. Excellent. Reload that shit again. Head tag. I said head tag. Head tag. Thank you. I'll have to try that again with the Rhino Roar this time. Okay. So it takes about 1.5 clips for a level 150 eximus heavy gunner with the Rhino Roar. Okay, now this is without a Riven. So if you got a god tier Riven, okay, you would be looking for damage, multi-shot, preferably an elemental that you could replace one of the elementals with, like electricity damage. You could replace Stormbringer with it. You could have, if you ever find yourself so unbearably wrangled and ass-nipped about how long the reload is or how small the clip size is, which honestly this really isn't that small of a clip. It's a beautiful clip, honestly. Beautiful clip size. But the reload rate, I can see a lot of people getting their ass in a bunch about. So if you were to ever get a Riven and you absolutely hated the reload, I would say try and get it on the Riven, but in my personal opinion, I would say an elemental, then damage, or damage, multi-shot, and then elemental, and then 1 negative. That's my personal opinion of one of the best Rivens for this gun. So this is the Buzlok. Impact and puncture based. 4 points more on the impact. Critical based with the tag actually gives extra 50% more. And yeah, I'd say this is definitely one of the best guns we've, with a Rhino Roar, a full strength Rhino Roar, which is 299 power strength on a Rhino. That thing with a tag on the head destroys a level 150 heavy gunner eximus. Okay? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to leave this one here. If you guys liked it, hit the ever-living Christ out of that like button. And then go over and show the subscribe button some love. Or actually give them both some loving. Whichever. And then share with all your friends. Turn it into a love orgy. Whatever. Lets me know you guys liked it. And all of you and they will receive updates and all the newts whenever new content is out. So, this is the Buzlok. I'm Hell Knight 03 and thank you all for watching. I will see all of you in the next one. Toodaloo!